on squatters trying to take over vacant and foreclosed homes.
A loophole in Florida's adverse possession law opens the door for these trespassers, but authorities are getting smart. They're now using the state's perjury law to slam it shut. Our own Roger Losey is live in Hollywood now with welcome news for so many these days.
That's right, Laura. You know, right now the law gives the property appraiser no authority to reject or even confirm when a person makes a claim of adverse possession. And basically, all they got to do is properly fill out the forms and they get it. We are at a waterfront mansion in Hollywood Lakes. Pretty nice home to want to steal if you're into that sort of thing. This home is not in foreclosure. It's just on the market for sale. And it is vacant, but at least it wasn't last Thursday when the owner showed up.
There's people everywhere. There's a party going on.
Silvio Savitas thought for sure he was being punked. Why else would the $2 million fixer-upper he bought in December be crowded with strangers having a party? Shoot, he wasn't even invited.
They came up to me cursing at me. Who the F are you, they say. I said, am I hearing this right? Am I at the right house? Is this This is the house. I lost it. At that point, I went blank.
It happened last Thursday. The strangers had taken down the realtor sign, broke open the back gate, and were living in his waterfront mansion. When Hollywood police showed up, the squatters produced some legal papers showing that they own the place.
Yes, they did. They had paperwork from court saying that they're allowed to be here.
But you know that wasn't true.
Now, I mean, at the moment, I just was in shock.
These people had more right than we did. We weren't allowed on the premises while they were here.
It's the latest case of trespassers using Florida's archaic adverse possession law to basically steal vacant homes. Actually, last week, 3 guys tried to kick these people out of their house at gunpoint.
They're trying to throw people out of their own homes. That's not going to happen.
Ron Cacciatore heads up the Broward Property Appraiser's investigative unit and says his office has recently been flooded with adverse possession cases. There were only 30 filings in all of 2012. This year so far, there have been 36. Cacciatore says his office is now going after the people who try to pull this stunt for lying, claiming on the forms that they occupy and maintain the property that they're really just trying to steal.
These are official forms from the state of Florida, from the Department of Revenue. If they falsely file them, it's perjury, and we're going to go after them and indict them.
Well, the property appraiser hopes that the threat of perjury charges will turn out to be a deterrent for people who try to make these bogus claims of adverse possession. In the meantime, we can tell you that the governor is expected to sign a bill that was passed by both houses of the legislature that would actually require a person to provide a signed tax receipt, property tax receipt, before their claim of adverse possession is granted. Lori, Calvin?
Roger, curious to learn, is this something that's becoming much more popular after that Boca case that made national headlines, or was this happening before that case?
Oh, this has been happening for several years now. When the market went in the tank about 2008, that's when we started doing these stories. The first one that we did was probably 3 years ago now. So it's just becoming more popular as word of this little loophole has been getting out.
I see. Okay.
Thank goodness the appraiser is getting smart now. All right, some new